You back at the table? Nice, boy. I like your kitchen table, man. Dining room table. Yeah, man. No problem, man. So what if podcast? What if a possibility begins? CJ back in the building.
Boy, Trav from Hill.
And it's your boy Jarvis.
Your boy Jarvis. Yeah, man. Back on another Saturday. Just took me a nice big boy nap. UPS got it out of me all week, but I am rejuvenated, back in action. How y'all boys feeling?
Feeling pretty good, man. First week back off, a long week off.
What? Oh yeah. That sounded good. Yeah, y'all did get the Thanksgiving break off.
Back, nice week, man. Nothing to complain about, man. I spoke to a guy. We had something at our school yesterday, man. And, sat down at the table. I asked him. He's like, "How you doing?" I said, "I'm good." I said, "How about you?" He said, "Better than I should be." I said, "I like that. We're gonna start using that."
Yeah, better than I should be.
Yeah. Nice week, man.
That's good.
Yeah, man. I had a great week as well, man. It was pretty good. Yeah, man. I just. Like Trav said, had a good week off from school, good full week.
You at Windsor, right?
Yeah, man, Windsor Forest High School.
What's up with my boy, man? Posting a picture online. You saw that? Post a picture online. He's sitting in the classroom, big Glock 40 on the desk.
What? For real?
You ain't heard about that?
No.
Yeah, man.
Better be careful later.
That was all on the news.
For real?
Yeah.
When this was on the news?
This week. I actually just saw it this morning, and I saw it on Facebook.
Teachers don't talk at all at Windsor, boy. That's something you should have heard about.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But I know it was random searches, like.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, like, pretty much throughout. I mean, they ain't say we was on lockdown or nothing. I ain't hear nothing. We was on lockdown. It was.
I had a Glock 40 on the desk.
Yeah, you gotta show me that, boy. Don't tell me that.
Hey, boy. Better treat them kids right, boy.
I do treat them right, man.
Boy, I had no bad day up in there, man.
Nah, man.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, that's crazy. I tell you, man, every time y'all boys tell me about them weeks off, I think about switching on over, man. I think about switching on over, man. That's the picture right there, huh? Oh, man. Ooh. Yeah, Jarvis. What grade he in?
I don't know. They ain't say nothing about the grade.
But I had to search everybody coming in the class.
Hey, it's bad. We got a metal detector at our front door now. And I'm in the elementary school.
Dang. Y'all got a metal detector, Jarvis?
Yeah, but
it don't work.
The kids don't go through it.
Kids don't go.
What?
Yeah.
Who go through it?
It's for people that come to school.
Visitors,
like
man. Chill out, man.
Yeah. Now, if they come to school late, then they got to walk through it. They search their book bag and all that. But still, man, I don't think you should be doing that to elementary kids.
Yeah, you should. Hey, let me ask you this: why the kids don't go through it? Like they the ones that usually shoot the school up, ain't it?
In the elementary school, no. In the older school, middle school, high schools, yeah. But in the elementary school, nah, it's usually somebody that's related to somebody that worked there or something like that. It's very rare that the elementary school
should be just like when I went to Scott, man. But you had to take your shoes off, go through the metal detector, take your belt off, put your hands up.
Yeah.
That's everything. Hey, I tell you what, but ain't nobody ever got shot at, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I know of.
Man, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. What grade my man was in?
I don't know if they said a grade or not. I don't have a grade on here. But
sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey.
My mind going right now.
Nah, man. Calm your mind down.
Don't worry about that. You good. If you ain't know by now, you
good. You good, man. Yeah, you just make sure you get them kids some hundreds. Write them hundreds up. Yeah, man. But that right there, just. Trav, man, you talked earlier, man, and I was telling you about something at work, and you basically told me that the way I was looking at it probably wasn't the best way to be looking at it. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of let me know about the power of perspective. You know what I mean? And just even running off what you just showed, man, is somebody who will see something like that and be like, yeah, man, it's a crazy world. Crazy world we live in. You know what I mean? Just that one incident. You know what I mean? Yeah. And kind of how you were telling me, like my perspective probably wasn't built on the best information. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I had information, but it was more information out there that I was closing my eyes to.
Right.
You know what I mean? And basing my my opinion off of limited knowledge. And like I said, somebody see something like that, or who knows, my man could have shot school up, and that would have been like, or people had a tendency to say, "Oh man, this crazy world we live in," and just statements like that, with turning a blind eye to all the good things that happen in the school.
Right.
You know what I mean? All the kids who graduated in the school, my little nephew, man, I just went and met up with him at the Trade Center.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Well, I went and met up with him at the Trade Center. I think that was Thursday or Friday. He was down here with the junior betas. He had a speech. And about 2 weeks prior, they called me so that he can practice the speech. You know, I had to give him some of that Toastmasters feedback, you know.
Yeah.
Went ahead and signed up for that evaluator.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and he in the 7th grade, and he went out there and won first place, man.
What's up?
But but you know, turn a blind eye to all that and say, oh man, my man got a Glock 40 world crazy. You know what I mean? And man, that perspective is a powerful thing. You know what I mean? And just going back to earlier, as far as the phone conversation, you know, trying to do everything I could at work to get down, realizing I wasn't gonna get down, and then kind of being upset or down about it, and then try like, brother, you did, but at the end of the day, you did all you can do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like as long as you comfortable in your heart, knowing that you did everything you could, you should have solace with that.
Like you say, let the chips fall where they may.
Let the chips fall where they may. Yeah, boy. And I've been a sore loser. How old I am? 27. I've been a sore loser for 27 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into the losing thing. You feel me? Yeah. So, but it's all about how you phrase it. You know what I mean? As far as perspective, man. Do y'all fellas have an opinion on perspective or how powerful it could be as far as in your thinking and how it could affect your decisions or affect your mood or affect your feelings?
Yeah, most definitely, man. We were talking about it earlier. Perfect example is me and the test that I was taking. You know, I ain't passed it the first time. I ain't passed it the second time. I ain't passed it the third time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I could have been looking at it like after the second time, like, man, this just ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just done with it. I try to go another route. You know what I'm saying? But I was looking at it like you said. Every time I went in there, I know I gave it everything I had. You know what I'm saying? Everything I had, I put into that test, and I didn't pass. And I wasn't gonna beat myself up about it and be like, hey man, you should have did this or you should have did that or I ain't smart enough. You know what I'm saying? And like, nah, just another challenge. You know, I'm just one step closer to passing it. So, you know, sign me up. I'm gonna go for it again. And that's just the perspective I had, and that ultimately that's what got me through it, man, and got the score that I wanted, and I felt like I was way happier the fourth time than what I would have been the first time if I would have passed it.
Right.
But perspective, man, it has a lot to do with your, like you say, with your mood and the decisions you make, and it plays a big role. It's like we were just talking about what they're gun. Like some people could see that and their perspective could be like, oh, that's what's going on in the schools. I don't want to work in the schools.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm the type of person like if I see that, hey, I might need to see if I can get a job at that school, see what's going on, man. See if I can help somebody, see if I can touch somebody. She looking like, I don't know.
That's a deep perspective right now, boy.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just how I look at the situation. You know what I'm saying? Just maybe I feel like me being there, I can make a change. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe we don't even know his perspective. We don't know why he had the gun at the school. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know if it was a real gun. I mean, it looked pretty real, but
it looked pretty real.
You know what I'm saying? It's just how you look at things and the decisions you make and your emotions and all of that stuff. Yeah, man. Perspective, the way you look at stuff, man, it plays a big part in your life, man.
Yeah. Oh, well, for me, I'll say my perspective. I say on my transitions from leaving UPS and pretty much doing the teaching thing, man. Just uplifting and giving back to the kids. At first, like when I made that change, I was kind of first nervous, kind of I wouldn't say afraid, but just like kind of anxious to see what was the outcome gonna be to this new transition. I'll say it's been a smooth transition. School's been going pretty good, like just talking to the kids and reaching out to them and just pretty much just talking to them, getting their mindset on things. And I feel like my perspective at first was kind of like, I won't say negative, but like I said, kind of doubtful, I would say, in the transition. But yeah, man, it's been pretty smooth, like I said. And like Trav said, man, it's a new time in age. It's pretty much school, like high schools in general. Like just yesterday, I was talking to a kid, man, and I had him on my 4th block, and I believe he's in 9th grade. Walked into class, say about 20-30 minutes late. So I'm like, man, where you been? And pretty much he had a principal with him, like an assistant principal with him, pretty much saying that, okay, he was with me, he's allowed in class. So I'm like, okay. Walk in class, pants up pretty much to his knees. So I'm like, dang, man, like, and I felt like, my perception on him, like he was gonna be a problem, like off the rip.
Right.
To make things short, man, I just sat down right quick and talked to him, got to know his name and everything, and just want to get his story, man. And yeah, man, I'm just baffled by it. But talking to him, and he was like, yeah, man, I've been going through some things. I'm young, I'm in 9th grade, made bad decisions. And I was talking to him, I was like, first, your perception is like the way you address you want to be addressed.
What?
the way you address or the way you act, like your first impression is everything, pretty much.
Okay, so the way he was dressed.
Yeah.
Okay.
The way you're addressed is how you want to be addressed.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Yeah.
That's a little play on words. The way you are dressed is how you want to be addressed. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, man, off the rip, man, like, just talking to you, man, you're a good brother, you're smart, you're intelligent, man, you don't have to, dress like this. And then, he was like, yeah, man, then he's just so happy to point down to his ankle. So I'm looking, I'm like,
You got an ankle. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead, yeah.
He got an ankle bracelet on, he on house arrest.
Yeah.
Like,
He trying to cover the ankle bracelet up?
no, he showed me. He was like,
okay.
cause like he was like, yeah, man, I got the stain. So I was like, what you? He's like doing like this with his fingers. I looked down, he lifted up. I was like, dang, man. So in my mind, I'm like, just like, I don't know, just took him by it, like. But like I said, he's smart, intelligent. And I told him like, look, man, you just gotta analyze situations, man. Pretty much the way you proceeded and stuff like that, man. It's a big impact. But yeah, I just got carried on with the story, man. But yeah, man, as far as everything else with transition, as far as my perception on it, man, it was bad at first. I mean, yeah, kind of negative at first, but to move into things, man, it was a good transition.
That's good, man. That's good, and what I'm hearing from the table, it sounds like we can all agree that a proper perspective takes time.
Right.
You know what I mean? The only way to really build a perspective is off of the information that you have at the time. Right. You know what I mean? Or really your historical database or your historical thoughts of how you feel about a situation. Like if I see a dude with his pants sagging down to his knees, I automatically make some kind of prediction about his behavior and his character and so on and so forth without really knowing anything. Right. Like how could you base a decision off of somebody? And I do this, so I'm not pointing a finger or anything. You know what I mean? But just even being real with myself, like how can you make a decision about somebody as a person based off of how they dress? You know what I mean? My whole life I've always worn a clean haircut. low. You know what I mean? Waves just spinning. For real, man. I used to carry a wet flow sign with me, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just as a courtesy.
Yeah.
But recently I kind of grew my hair out, got a little sponge thing going, and a white dude at my job the other day told me that my hair looked unkept. You know what I mean? And he said it made me more intimidating. And I was like,
Yeah, he said for real?
yeah, dead serious. He told me that my hair looked unkept. Now we got a decent enough relationship for him to say that without getting popped in the mouth. You know what I mean? Yeah. He was good. I didn't take offense to it. Now there was a black female in the office, and she was livid. Like, she had to get up and leave because she was going in on my man. I just sat there quiet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I didn't take any offense to it, but yeah, my man said that my hair looked unkept, right? And that it made me more intimidating. How can my hair make you feel intimidated by me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you have some perception of people who wear their hair like this.
Yeah, I was ready to say you get that all the time when it comes to certain people about the dreads.
The dreads, yeah.
Yeah, people. Oh, if he got dreads, he hoodlum. He gonna rob me. He gonna do this. He gonna do that.
And if I show you enough images on the news of people with dreads doing something outlandish, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But it's two black females at my job who wear dreads, and the only thing I know about them is that they come to work and do their job every day.
Oh man, my sister got dreads.
Your mama died. You know what I mean?
But it's crazy how y'all say that, because I seen a video on Facebook, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people seen it. That a woman was talking, and she was saying the word about dreads, how the word dreads came about. It came about by pretty much our oppressors, the other race, I would say. To make it a negative word, because it's actually locks. That's the word, locks.
Dreadlocks.
It's locks.
Just
period.
locks.
It's
Okay,
locks,
I
period.
got you. Yeah.
They say they put the dread on it because
Dread, like to dread.
dread is dreadful,
Right. Yeah.
pretty much, because they felt like it's.
I never even thought.
Yeah,
about that.
look, because I seen it on Facebook a couple of weeks ago, and I was taken back by it. I was like, you know what, she's right, because locks are meant to be beautiful. Like, your hair don't define you.
Right.
It's just your character. That's what defines you. The words that come out your mouth, the way how you interact with your other peers. But that's what the woman was saying on the video, and it's crazy how y'all said that she was saying that we need to stop saying the word dreads and just need to say locks, because that's what they want us to say is dread, because it's dreadful to them, but it's not dreadful to us. It's beautiful. Like I said, your mother and your sister have locks. My sister have locks. It's a beautiful thing. I'm sorry to cut y'all off.
No, you good, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, don't be sorry.
Just be careful. But yeah, man. I just wanted to say that, man, because I started saying, I realized myself and analyzed. I was like, dang, everyone says dreads.
Yeah.
And
we just got dreads.
It's not a dreadful thing, because like I said, locks is beautiful, and your hair, like you said, your hair don't define you. So
Man,
we just need to stop saying dreads.
And I never even thought about the word dread like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Locks. All right, I'm going with locks. Yeah. But just how your perception can be shaped a certain kind of way. You know what I mean? And like I said, I think we can all agree that proper perspective takes time.
Right.
In order for you to build a proper perspective. And one thing that I'm trying, that I have noticed myself doing it, and I'm practicing it, and it's becoming a more of a natural thing, is that when I see something or that I hear something, first of all, I'm always aware of the thought that comes with it. You know what I mean? Aware of the thought. I hear the thought, and then I challenge the thought by saying, that's how I see it, or that's how I hear it,
Right.
or that's how I feel it. That's how I perceive it. That's not the reality of it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm never gonna be 100% objective. I was pulling into your neighborhood, and I saw the enemy, So I FedEx. You know what I'm saying? I saw my man out there delivering. You know what I mean?
Oh Lord.
And UPS we got a strict standard as far as uniform.
Yeah.
How the uniform got to be, whatever. And my man did not meet the UPS standards of a uniform, you know what I mean? And automatically, boom, making an opinion on my man, overlooking the fact that my man out here working in the rain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like at his job on a Saturday in the rain. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, what could I have bad to say about bro? Yeah. Like, oh man, he look dingy, he look dirt. Like, nah, my man, I feel like my man, as far as I know, a stand-up guy. You know what I mean? I know he got some business about himself. Yeah. You feel me? Like his shoes and all that don't matter. You know what I mean? FedEx cool with it. I should be cool with it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And and I challenged myself right there. You know what I mean? Right there in the car, just boom, challenge myself. Like, nah, that's how I see it.
Yeah.
That's how I view it. You know what I mean? And as a supervisor, I had to do that a lot. Yeah. You feel me? Because you deal with people, you deal with so many different perspectives. And granted, I have a viewpoint of how I think things should run, but or how people should respond in certain situations or whatever. But I always have to stop and that's how I see it. Right. We said on the podcast before that everything I experience, you experience your whole life inside yourself. Right. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Your senses can kind of fool you to thinking that it's happening outside of you. Mm-hmm. But in reality, everything is happening inside of you. You know what I mean? Our senses are outward bound for survival purposes. You know what I mean? But in reality, everything is genuinely happening inside of me. So when I see something or I hear something a certain type of way, I got to understand that that's how I'm looking at it. Right. You know what I mean? And my perspective is going to be powerful because you can miss some great opportunities just working off your old knowledge base. You know what I mean? Because at that point, you're not really living. Mm-hmm. You just kind of, I don't know if the word is reacting or like conditioned. But you're not living, you're not really experiencing nothing, you know what I'm saying? I'm shutting out this whole group of people because of this whole group of people because of this, you know what I'm saying? I see a white man come in the room, my heart rate go up, and I don't know, bro, from a can of paint. You know what I'm saying? That could have been my $1 million connection. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I say, oh no, man, that's an old white dude. Mm. You know what I mean? I automatically know he feel this way about me, and I should feel this way about him. And we don't know each other. How is that living? You know what I mean? How you're not opening your mouth and starting a conversation or communicating or being human. You know what I'm saying? How is that living? Right. You feel me? And man, your perception, I guess it could limit your life.
Yeah. It's funny as you say that, man. I was just sitting here thinking. I hurt nobody's feelings with me saying this, but man, I saw this guy at my school, white guy, older white guy, just look mean. You know what I'm saying? They had a long beard, and instantly the first thing that went through my head was, he looked like he'd leader of the KKK or something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how he looked based on the stuff I saw on TV.
Based on your images of the KKK.
Right. And but that was just my perspective. So because of that, I'm staying over here. I ain't even gonna speak to my man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But his grandson go to the school, and I got a connection with his grandson. But man actually came over, he spoke to me, shook my hand, and we had a conversation. I was like, dang, Travis, see, you know what I'm saying? I just judging him based on my perspective of him. And that ain't really what it was. If it is, then he doing a good job of pretending, acting like he liked me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. And he might genuinely like you.
Yeah, and he could. And you know what I'm saying? That could have been just based off my perception of what I did on him. That could have been closing the door to anything. You know what I'm saying? An opportunity for myself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's really big too when it comes to our own perspective and stuff, man. That closes a lot of doors for people because, like they say, you closing out these people, you closing out this people, and you ain't going over there because of this, because of your own perspectives, man. And so we gotta kind of get better with that.
Perspectives build walls, man. You know, they can build walls and shut stuff out unless it's a good perspective. The perspective should probably be, man, to live life. You know what I mean? Like how we were talking earlier in one of the podcasts, perceiving things as opportunities. You know what I mean? The white good dude stay in front of me, my neighbor, and Quanda and I concluded on day one that bro was mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know my man says he don't wave, you know what I mean? And that's my perspective, that people should speak.
Acknowledge each other.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which, it's socially maybe, but do you have to?
You don't have to, but I think
Doesn't mean you're a bad person if you don't.
No, but I think it's the human thing to do. Like I was listening to E.T. and he was like, I don't know if y'all heard it. He was like, you ever notice, man? Humans are the only ones that another human can walk in the room and we don't acknowledge them.
Right.
He said ain't like that out there. He said you
No
got a group of giraffes and the lion walk. They gonna acknowledge that he there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But humans don't do that.
Yeah. And if another giraffe walk by, they gonna acknowledge that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I was walking the dog the other day and we went to the mailbox and my man done seen me walking the dog several times. So he was pulling up to the mailbox as I was walking up to the mailbox and he said, you walk her every day, huh? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I was like, yes, sir, man. Yeah, we get it in every day. He was like, man, that's all right. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Then I saw my man I'm guessing it was his grandson because it's an older dude. Had a young kid with him, had his grandson with him. And that let me realize that every day when he leaving, when I'm walking Ginger, he going to pick up his grandson. You know what I'm saying? Man, got a family, man. You know what I mean? So thank you for listening to part one. Please click part two for the second half of this conversation.